We just made it, didn't we, honey? So the rain's set in, but we won't let that put us off. We will get out there in a couple of hours when it gets dark and get the night vision out and see what herbivores are cruising around and if we've lured in any carnivores with our scent. Check out that quoll. Afternoon folks, coming to you from the riverbed of the Ringarooma River in downtown northeast Tasmania. Bit of a hike to get in here, but stunning when you do. Absolutely nobody down here but me and Jess. Me and Jess have had an awesome time in here. There's Mount Cameron Regional Reserve over there. Extends all the way across there. Gladstone's down the end of the road down there. Beautiful part of the world. Actually pretty good for phosking too. You find a lot of gemstones in this river still, bits of topaz and smoky quartz, the odd sapphire. So well worth keeping your eye to the ground when you're walking along, especially after a flood. Disturbs all the stuff underneath and brings it up. There's my prints from before and Jess's when we walked through here when we came across. So we're heading back now. But it's been an awesome little adventure down here today. Just come down and we put a few cameras out in the bush, in the forest, went for a bit of a hike up in the forest there, and yeah, haven't seen much. Jess took off after a paddy melon and it came tearing through the scrub and nearly barreled me over, but it got away alright, so that was alright. She obviously got a bit of a workout chasing the poor bugger, but nature calls, I'm afraid. That's what happens. Anyway, just thought I'd make a quick vid, say hello, and we're down to about the last 7 cameras to put out now, so we're nearly done. So fingers crossed we do alright this round. Enjoy the scenery folks. Over and out. Wait, come here, come on, quick. Good girl. Come on. That's a girl. Come here. Look at these amazing birds. Black yellow-tailed cockatoos. They're all coming in. There's about 6 of them here. There's 2 more. That one there. The babies do all the squawking. Want to be fed. Big parrots. Real big parrots. Real big special birds. We disturbed them when we come in here to get this camera. So we'll grab our camera and we'll be on our way. That one's grooming itself, look at that. How awesome. Up close and personal. Doesn't get much better than this, with the exception of maybe a wedge-tailed eagle. Those 2. There they are. There's a 4th one coming. I think they're getting used to us, Jess. This is why I choose to live in the middle of nowhere. Well, at least you're still here. Anyway, bit of an update for you. So this year we've had a scat tested. Turned out it was Tasmanian devil, with quoll in there as well. So I think the devil had been eating quolls. What else have we had? We've had a couple of interesting photos from one of the trail cam spots. One of them clearly shows a tall 4-legged animal with a backward facing pouch and a long tail. That was very interesting. We've had some good prints, had some juvenile prints the other week out on the coast, and we've had some good adult prints from another property not too far from Scottsdale in northeast Tassie as well, so that was good. Had 12 sightings already this year reported, so that's pretty cool. Predominantly now South Australia, with 4 in Victoria and 2 in Tassie as well. So yeah, things are ticking over quite nicely. All the cameras are out. We've got about 80 cameras in the bush in Tassie now. Got quite a few that aren't sponsored, so if you want to get on board and sponsor a camera and be a part of what we're doing, I'll put the link in at the end of the video, and it'll be in the comments. So get on board if you can, and help us try and prove the Thylacine is still there by sponsoring a camera. Keeps things ticking over. Well, we've got a few placements there, about 20 all up, or about 15 now. I think we've got a few the other day, so that's good. Plus we had that awesome audio given to us from Ben in northeast Tassie as well, which was very interesting to listen to. So far we've had photographic, footprint and audio evidence this year, yet they're still trying to clone an animal that thousands of people know isn't extinct, funnily enough. Anyway, we're still going from strength to strength, powering on. We're getting some good evidence often now. Sooner or later something's going to give. And plus we've got the stuff happening in South Australia with Mark Taylor and Mick Brown. Got some awesome video coming in through there with the thermal imagery that Mick's been taking. So, you know, we're doing our bit here. We're happily riding along, and hopefully soon, this year being Year of the Tiger, we will get it over the line. And if we don't, maybe someone else does, and some of the evidence we've put out there help them to confirm what they'd seen or what they'd found. Either way, Tagoa's doing their bit, and it's going to be another cracker of a day out here. I'm getting a very special visitor later on today from the mainland, so there'll be a few videos to come out soon to let you know who that is. But yeah, we're going to have a bit of a exploration around Tassie and also the mainland, so we'll keep you posted. Hope you're having a good day. All the best. Mount Cameron in the distance there. Durance Bluff over to the right. Gladstone's beyond there, and Mount William National Park. Can't really see it because of the haze. There's the volcanic soils out there where they grow some good crops. Little Mount Horror just in the foreground here. Eddystone Point out there, that's the northeastern tip of Tasmania, folks, way out there. And wind's picking up. It's not going to do much good for the audio, but Bass Strait, Flinders Island's out there behind those clouds. A bit of mist coming in off the ocean. But it's just stunning out here. Absolutely beautiful part of the world. Got a gorgeous sunset happening here. Jess has gone for another wander. That's the fire tower up there, where they keep an eye out for fires up here in the northeast. A mate of mine used to work up there, and on a clear day he reckons you can see Cradle Mountain to the west, which is a good couple of 100 kilometres away. Just an amazing spot. So round 8 has once again proven to be very successful in covering a large area of northeast Tasmania and getting a lot of critters in, as you can see through this little bit of a slideshow that's slightly sped up. Wombats, devils, quolls, feral cats, kookaburras, occasionally the odd nightjar as well, paddy melons, you name it, lots of critters coming through. We also had an animal which we believe is an adult female thylacine in this area where this camera was too. So this is one of the other cameras covering that spot. Lots of critters out there in northeast Tasmania. Things looking very good there as far as the health of the animals go. No devils with facial tumours and no mangy wombats either.
We've also had some awesome footage from South Australia that Mick Brown got with his thermal monocular. Mick and Mark Taylor have been working together in the mid-north of South Australia investigating sightings for a couple of years now, and they got a really cool animal here, and they're getting very close to getting something quite definitive, I believe.
Over the page we've got our ambiguous animal, which I believe is an adult female thylacine. You can see a Bennett's and a paddy melon on the right, Bennett's on the left. The dark circle that I believe is the backward facing pouch did not appear in any other photograph on the SD card, and there's over 500 shots. It's clearly part of the animal's anatomy. It's not a rectum or an anus, and you can see a small dark circle in the middle, which I believe is the opening of the pouch. The pouch is clearly shut and doesn't appear to be too full of any oversized joeys at this point in time either. So it's clearly not a part of the animal's genitals or anything. There is an animal with a couple of genitals hanging down. I thought that was an interesting looking tail. Might be a male, but it's a bit ambiguous still. We had some prints out on the coast. We've also got some prints from inland in northeast Tasmania this year. You can see what I believe to be a thyla on the left and a kelpie on the right. Vast difference. So here's the two little plaster casts. You can see with my big fat finger there that they're very tiny. This one here, it's got those gaps between the toe pads. There's no webbing between the toes on a thylacine, and that's why they have these gaps between their toe pads. And this one here, you can see where it's gone up on its toes basically and pushed itself up. It's created that claw drag. Now the ones I found in Victoria have that same claw drag. Ones on the beach in Tassie have that same claw drag, and the ones on the Coorong down southeast South Australia, which were an adult set of prints, but they also had that classic claw drag.